Good morning and happy Friday. Dragonfly. Oh my God. This garden just keeps blessing me every time I'm able to be out here. But good morning. I am here just for a quick, very impromptu, speedy garden tour. Well, let me see how speedy I can make it because I don't want to leave this garden. This will be my second year of doing a full fall garden. I normally just do garlic and onions this time of year, but I really wanted to get more serious this year about producing our own food and more of it, especially since recently I went to Sprouts to just go get a head of organic cabbage, and a small head of cabbage was $4. And as I was ringing out with the cashier and she told me $4, I was taken back, and I just kind of said it to myself, God, please let me have a harvest of cabbage and give me the ability to just grow more of our own food so we can be more self-sustaining. And so I'm going to take it very seriously this year, and I'm going to try and grow as much as I can this fall. I'm going hog wild. I'll give you more details in the next video when I really go into my garden planning process, which really isn't much of a process. I have, for the last few seasons, kind of overwhelmed myself with, detailing, laying out the garden plan. I'm going to be a little more chaotic with the garden planning this season, but it's going to be more of a deliberate chaos gardening. But I just want to quickly show you how beautiful the garden is. It is overflowing. It has got me so elated and just thanking God for such a bounty. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, it is just overflowing. I can't even get through most of these aisles. I mean, like going through here, it's like walking through a forest. It's overflowing, it's beautiful, it's abundant. I mean, look at this. It is growing in leaps and bounds. It's overflowing. But look at this. This right here is my very first Kairi melon that's growing. I tried to grow this last season, but it didn't do very well. But this is a very small plant that was struggling, but it's starting to take off, and I even have a second one right there. But I'm not sure if you can see this very well. This right here is my cherry yellow pear tomatoes. And it has given us so much food and so much produce this year. It's definitely petering out. I need to clean back all these leaves and also take off most of these fruits. We do have a lot of green ones going on, but I need to take off the fruits because they're all split. We had some heavy rains for a few days and they just got really oversaturated and they started splitting. So unfortunately, the majority of these yellow pears I cannot eat anymore. So I need to get rid of those. And since we're about just over a month, I believe, away from our first frost is November 2nd. I need to top off these cherry tomatoes just so all the tomatoes that are on there, because I do have abundance of green tomatoes that are really looking good, but I want to make sure those get ripened and do well. So I'm thinking probably in the next week I'm going to top off the cherry tomatoes just so they focus all their energy in ripening the fruits that I do have. These cowpeas, I always thought they were bush beans, but I have all these vines and tendrils that are growing up this stake. They're trailing over here to this trellis. And so, I mean, and they're also my poor mulatta peppers. These are all being overtaken and crowded out by the cowpeas. I could have probably planned that better. This is where sometimes the chaotic gardening that I do just sometimes gets the better of me. And I mean, yeah, look at this. Yeah, this little vine coming out. I just, wow. I mean, look at all that pollen. I have lofa growing in such an abundance. I'm sorry that wasp just landed on me. I don't mean to disrupt you. Just do what you're doing. Mind your own business. I'm minding mine. But yeah, abundance of flowers here, and even, oh my goodness. Let me see if yep, here we go. Look at all those cucamelons. And I just had to come and show you this. This is my jelly melon. Obviously, tomatoes are being suffocated and smothered out by this massive, massive overgrown vines. And when I had done research on this plant, because it wasn't really producing anything in the beginning of the season, when I did further research on how to grow this plant, I heard a lot of people saying that they didn't receive fruit. It was just a bunch of foliage. I noticed last week they were starting to produce flowers. And then before I knew it, I noticed these. Now these right here are very, very dangerous. These are pointy and sharp. They can do some serious damage. Oh my goodness. Here's another one tucked away. That is my quick, very quick impromptu garden tour. I just wanted to kind of just take you along and just share some of my joy with you when I saw this garden and how overflowing, how abundant, and how it was just producing so much food. I just wanted to share that with you. So yeah, next time you see me, I will, God willing, I will be amending soil, planting seeds, seed starting, and I'm not looking forward to this, but I will have Pete help me cover the greenhouse with shade cloth so I can actually use the greenhouse for what it was intended to be used for, which is housing seedlings. I've only used that one time the first season to house seedlings, and I've spent the last, I guess, 2 seasons starting them in-house in my office in the corner with grow lights, and that has actually worked pretty well. But with all the seeds I'm now starting to grow, it was just starting to overtake my office, as well as it was starting to breed gnats in the soil, and dealing with the gnats when I'm trying to work in the office and sometimes throughout the entire house was just becoming overwhelming. So I don't want to have to do that again this season. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I'm going to try to get this video edited today to get it up tonight, because I won't have any time this weekend with my wedding I'm doing tomorrow. So I will see you next time, and thank you for joining me on this quick impromptu tour, and I can't wait to see you again. Have a blessed day. Bye.